Good morning, fitness fans, and a very Merry Christmas to you all. Now, today, what is most important on Christmas Day? We're obviously going to cheat a bit. We're obviously going to eat things we shouldn't be eating, but it is Christmas after all, so let's not let that spoil the day. But what we need to do is make sure that we're keeping ourselves hydrated. It's something that we often forget about, and it's so important to keep ourselves healthy, particularly when we won't be eating quite what we should be eating. One of the things that do get left off on Christmas Day is the vegetables and the fruit. We tend to eat a lot of meat, a lot of cheese, so we're not getting our 5 a day. So what I like to do when I'm thinking about what I'm going to drink on Christmas Day is make sure that I'm keeping my 5 a day count up. So with breakfast, I like to basically have a fruit-based drink. You can have apple juice, you can have grape juice, you can have any sort of juice you want. What I tend to have with my breakfast is a grape juice, and the one I'll be drinking today is the Taylor's late bottled vintage grape juice, virtually alcohol free, only 20%, so out of that whole bottle only about that much is alcohol. So as I say, virtually alcohol free, and believe it or not, the whole bottle of that is almost one of your 5 a day. So that's what I'll be starting with for breakfast. After breakfast, the cardio levels are going to build a bit because we're going to be looking at opening presents. The heart levels are going to change a lot. It'll be soaring as you get to open the present, and then it'll plummet as the disappointment hits you of what's actually inside the present. So what we need there is something a little lighter, something to really put some fluid into the system. And bear in mind as well, we're going to be going for a walk later with the dog, so we really need to get those high levels of water into the system to keep ourselves full of vigour and ready for the rest of the day. So what I tend to do is go for an apple juice, virtually alcohol free again, and I go for one from the Henry Weston's Tramp on a Bench range, and this one is the vintage cider, and again at 8.2%, virtually alcohol free. Very high in apple. One of those is almost a third of your fruit a day, one of your day fruit portions. So I will tend to concentrate on drinking that. If I get bored of that, I'll go for another apple juice, again from the Tramp on a Bench range, and it's Weston's Old Rosie, again virtually alcohol free at 7.3%. And finally, those two will carry me through the remainder of the day. I tend to drink between 2 or 3 an hour. Those will carry me through the Christmas opening, what I call the no man's land part of Christmas. That's between opening your presents and still with the disappointment sitting heavy within your soul, and the period of walking the dogs. And then finally, with dinner and after dinner, what I call the belching and farting stage. Rather than stem it, you want something that's going to allow that release to come, and you can't really beat this spring water based drink called Dunkel Festa, again alcohol free at 4.4%. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen, and a Merry Christmas.